Hello everybody, this is Phoenix, and today I'm giving you a Dota 2 commentary with Leshrac, semi-carry, along with my friend Altair Underline Fox. He's not with me, and he played Crystal Maiden, semi-carry too, and we tried to make a useful combo so I could finally finish my companion matches, because I had Leshrac, and even though a lot of people play him very well, I suck at Leshrac, and I tried and tried and I kept losing, and we finally managed to win because we stayed together, and we focused on the the more important heroes in the enemy team. Okay, so we'll be laning with I already told you, Leshrac and Crystal Maiden on the bottom lane, and we will be facing Ursa and Shadow Shaman. Yeah, it takes a while until we finally get to pick. Okay, so I have a Bastion announcer, and there might be a few weird questions or lines along the commentary, but don't worry, it's gonna be alright. Okay, so a few things about Leshrac. Leshrac is very squishy, trust me. You have to build Bloodstone or something for health, and maybe a Vanguard might work, but not really. And he has very good damage but you have to know how to use it. I mean, you have to have a combo that of another hero that works well with Leshrac, like let me see. Okay, okay, so like Crystal Maiden, you know, had a good combo for stun, so you could follow up with your stun. Like Sand King, that works very well. Everyone says, come on, everyone says go Leshrac with Sand King. They are a very good combo, stun for stun and so forth. But Crystal Maiden works too, because she has her Ice Cube here, you know, the Frostbite, and you can follow up with your stun right after the Frostbite wears off. And we have Venge that has a stun too, but it won't have a high impact until late game, because we on the bottom lane only Pudge will gank, and until Pudge ganks, we will already have 4 or 5 kills. This is where I tell Bogdan that Venge is blind, and I take the invisibility, and so we can get the enemies by surprise, because I realized that if we chain our stuns together and I'm invisible and they don't really know I'm here, they'll become very aggressive, but that only gets to becomes their downfall. See here, I follow up with the stun, and we get a safe and
so much for
very
diplomacy.
fast first blood. I mean, it wasn't even minute 1. Here we try to do that too, but the W goes on the range creep that was next to Ursa, and we don't manage to kill him, but we'll kill him at the next attempt. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get a, as I have said before,
Radiant's bottom tower.
semi-carry Leshrac, that um, can be a very good damage dealer, and also um, an utility hero. Like I build mechanism for giving HP to allies, and arcane boots for mana. And we realized that that having Crystal Maiden along with arcane boots on our lane will help us a lot with the mana problems that Leshrac has. I mean, he uses a lot of mana for his stun, and he has a really good ganker role, but no one really ganks a lot with Leshrac because he's squishy, and if he gets caught on the way, he's maybe killed, but unless they have a lot of disables, because he can just stun and run away. But I don't know what to say further about him. I just said he's squishy. You can see here we killed Ursa. We don't manage to kill Shadow Shaman too, but I already said that to Ursa, and when we killed Ursa. But yeah, Leshrac and Crystal Maiden is a pretty important combo too, because
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
his ultimate also combos very well with Crystal Maiden's ultimate, because they both can sit in a place and they just spam damage to all the people in an area of effect around them. They are both very good pushers, because Leshrac can deal them high amounts of damage to the towers, and Crystal Maiden can push very fast with using her Q for skill. The area slow for damage. So she can quickly destroy creeps, and they have a good pushing potential together.
Someone's dropped
But
out like a kid in school.
I don't know. Sorry if I mess up a lot while trying to commentate. This is my
Radiant's
first English
bottom tower's
commentary,
seen better
and
days.
I return. Your desolation and the world.
Somebody's on a roll.
yeah, you can see here Bogdan just got on a killing spree. Terrafox, that's his name, but don't try to spell it.
Radiant's
It's
top
very hard.
tower's taking hits.
He got on a killing spree. I'm still 1-0, and we'll manage to win this game. I mean, it was very unexpected for us to semi carries. I mean, you can play Crystal Maiden as a carry, but she doesn't really have any impact on the late game unless she gets very fed and has
Trouble brewing
good
at
damage
Radiant's bottom tower.
since early game. But she's a very good harasser. She can quickly make enemies under leveled and under farmed.
Going from rogue. How about that?
Using Pudge's ultimate as a stun, I quickly follow up with my stun, and we managed to kill the Shadow Shaman, and Pudge gets on a killing spree. I don't really know what they were trying to do. I mean, Shadow Shaman and Ursa is a pretty important combo. I mean, way more important than
That's four in a row. How about that?
Crystal Maiden and Leshrac, but I don't know why they couldn't manage to defeat us. They just, I don't know, they weren't good at it, or I don't really know. We both, me and Altair, got a lot of uh, um, games as practice with this combo, but we never managed to win, and I think the experience might have helped us a bit. Especially with Pudge as
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight
a
right now.
roamer. He sat along our
How
lane
about that?
much because we had a lot of kills. Pudge gets ballsy and tries to kill them both, but before I can get to help him, he dies because of Bloodseeker. I don't really know what happened with Bloodseeker, because instead of using his ultimate on me or Crystal Maiden, which we were both very squishy late game, he just used his ultimate on heroes that have more HP.
Somebody's cooking.
Okay, so I get on killing spree here too.
And your spark.
I don't really know what to comment more about. I'm not that experienced in comment. I'm doing commentaries and I'm doing my best, but you'll have to excuse me if I don't do well on my first commentary. I mean, if this were in Romanian, I perhaps would have done better, but yeah, you have to admit that at least I've tried. I don't really know when the next English commentary will be. Perhaps it won't be. Depends on the feedback from you guys. You could give me some advice on what to do and what to say, and perhaps one day I'll make good commentaries. I don't really know.
That's four to
And
roll.
here Bogdan Altair, sorry, I keep saying his name, but it's easier for me to just say Altair.
Radiant's
Fox.
bottom tower seen better days.
He gets an easy double kill. I don't really know what
5 in a row.
Orsa was
2
doing.
down. Trouble brewing at
And he
Radiant's
gets an
bottom
Omega
tower.
kill streak. Basically, for us, this was about GG. I don't
Radiant's
really
top tower's
have what to
hurting.
say. We almost killed Bloodseeker from what I remember. I don't really know. And Spectre abandons this match, but I don't know how it happened.
Radiant's
But
mid
he
tower's getting
abandoned, and
banged
then
up.
he quickly reconnected. It happens a lot of times.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
And at this point in the game, they all try to
Radiant's bottom tower. There goes
come and
Radiant's
kill
bottom
us,
tower.
but they don't really manage to do that, and we finished the game pretty quick. I mean, there were about 30 minutes. But
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
yeah, I missed my stun there because of that. Altair dies. Pudge misses his hook, but we managed to get the Invoker. He just sits there. I stun.
That's 4 in a row.
I managed to stun the Shadow Shaman,
Breaking
but
down
I
radiant structures like this.
die because I didn't use my wand. And since Pudge
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Orsa manages to kill us both. But it really doesn't matter because Orsa needs to kill Roshan at level 6 at least, I mean at most early game, because if he doesn't do that,
Blood's a runner.
he might lose a lot of farm and a lot of gold, and also the Aegis, or the Aegis,
Radiant's
I don't
mid
really
tower
know
could use
how
a
a lot of people pronounce it differently. so he loses his Aegis, and then he has low mid-game potential. We start to push bottom lane because we knew that no one was here except Ursa perhaps, and then Blaziker teleports in. We almost managed to kill him, but we again, because of my Q, we don't
ain't a pretty sight right now.
kill him. I mean, because of my W, sorry, not because of my Q. And
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
I level up my E just
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
too late.
The Dire
Now
went
we
and
back
fortified
up
their
because
structures.
we know that they are going to come bottom lane, so they kill us for killing us. Okay, I think I've commented a lot about what's going on in the game, but I've not really commented about the skills. Okay, so his Q is basically a stun in an area, and it gives a lot of damage, of magic damage, which can be reduced.
Radiant's top tower is in bad shape.
But
The Radiant lost the top tower.
if you miss it, that's it. You're basically dead if you can't run. In 9 second pull, the 9 second cooldown is a bit much. Okay, so next up
Dire's
is
mid
W,
tower could
Diabolic
use a little
Edict.
help.
Edict.
Radiant's top tower is in bad
It's a
shape.
composite damage. I think that might be a mixed damage. I don't really know. But you can use it to push very quickly because it deals damage to towers and heroes too.
I find you. Your elements
Radiant's top tower is
can-
taking hits.
It also hits invisible units. If you think about it, like Temporary Assassin, when she stays melded, you can just stay next to her using your W and kill her. Your E Lightning Storm is very useful in team fights because you land it on one hero and all the heroes get hit, and it has up to 7 jumps with a lot of
Radiant's mid tower
high damage when you max
Radiant's
it,
mid tower's in trouble.
and it also slows for 75%. Not for much, but it's a good slow though. And your ultimate Pulse Nova, it's magical. I mean, all his skills are magical except W, which is composite. And it creates waves of damaging energy around Leshrac, and
Somebody's cooking.
yeah, I get a double kill
Two
here.
down.
Okay, so it creates waves of damaging energy, and it deals damaging around me,
double damage.
which you can use in team fights or pushing because it hits all the creeps around you. I get my mechanism. I don't know if it's an early mechanism or something like that, but I get it pretty fast from my point of view. And we still try to push bottom lane because all the other lanes were pushed to the tier 2, and if we manage to push them to the tier 3, they'll have to focus more on bottom lane, and we have more potential at pushing the other lanes, you know, like middle. Okay, so wait, okay, so here and here,
What's with all the
and
scribbling?
we can push them back in their base, you know, like we have to defend this area here, And we have a lot of map. A lot of map. How should I call it? We have we have map control. We can either use their jungle or have rune. Oh, the runes, like rune control, river control here. No, I'm not really a good drawer. So I can't. No, I can't. Okay, so I get back to my player perspective, and we got to defend mid tower. We get a good team fight because yeah, I do something.
Can't do
I
nothing
tried
about
to
dire
stand
structures
with
right now.
snakes because I didn't realize what was I doing. Now we get good team fight because Altair
Yes, you didn't
gets
know a little game of freeze tag could turn lethal.
in the middle of them is his ultimate, and we managed to kill them.
Double
And we
damage.
start pushing, start doing a 5-man push on mid to their tower. Pudge manages to kill Spectre,
Radiant's
and
mid
we
tower's
wait
getting
for
banged
the
up.
creep wave and start pushing on mid.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
I have been waiting for the
Radiant's
fortify so I
mid-tower
could
could
use
use a
my
hand.
W, but I see that Bloodseeker was coming and
Radiant's
we
mid
all
tower's coming apart.
focus on Bloodseeker so we can kill him, and I don't use my
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing
W
so
after all
good.
because I realized that the tower is already pushed. I mean, it's destroyed because no one except Bloodseeker came to defend it. Pudge tries to land a few good hooks and pull them away from their tower, but he misses, and we just stall while anti-mage is pushing on the bottom lane. Now me and Venge stay mid
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
to hold them off, while Pudge and Crystal Maiden go
The
to
Dire might want to mine
push
their
up
top
top
tower.
lane. But Pudge
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
comes back to mid because all of them just
Somebody's on a roll.
come for a team fight. We managed to get a team wipe here. The anti-mage got a nice ultimate on them, and we kill them all except Spectre. Which doesn't really have that big of a defending potential, but now we go for a tower since we know they don't have their glyph. They
Radiant's top
had it on
tower's
cooldown. I use my W to push the tower a bit. Altair pushes the top lane, and anti-mage farms a bit on in their jungle, and then comes for another team fight.
That's 4 in a row. How about that?
We kill
That's 4 in a row.
Evoker and Shadow Shaman. I get my BKB which I won't really use that much. Crystal Maiden gets killed on the top lane. I try to push the mid tower as fast as I can, but Spectre comes.
That's 4 in a row.
I saw Pudge was fighting Spectre, but I decided not to interfere because I might have I might have stole that kill, and he managed to kill her alone after all. Now we rotate to the bottom lane because
5 in a row.
they all
Radiant's bottom tower
they
in
were
a
all
pretty sight right now.
focusing on Pudge. He dies, but we managed to take the tier 2 on the bottom lane,
Radiant's
and
bottom
we
tower's
start
done
pushing
for.
on the bottom lane. We all get killed here, but at least Crystal Maiden gets a bit of pushing to their top tower. Okay.
Radiant's
There were
top tower is
small
taking
problems.
hits.
Okay, so Crystal Maiden
Radiant's
continues
gone and
pushing,
fortified their structures. Radiant's top tower is in bad shape.
but again, no one tries to defend this. I don't
Radiant's
really
top
know
towers
why, because after all, Crystal Maiden doesn't have that much of a kill potential by on her own, and he manages
Radiant's top
to
tower is in bad shape.
get the top tower. Okay, I don't know why there are lag spikes.
Radiant swooped
They-
in and disowned their top
They
tower.
finally denied the top tower, but Orsa is going for the Roche.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. The Radiant took old Roche out back and let him have it.
Haste!
Now we try again. We try to push the tier 2 on mid again, because they were all spread apart. I mean, we were pretty spread too.
Radiant's
We
mid tower
will die
could use a
here
hand.
because we didn't have any. I mean, I died, but Crystal Maiden manages to survive, to escape thanks to the Shadow Blade. And they get a team wipe there. Yeah, they get a team wipe.
I'll just go.
Venge, I mean, Pudge gets. Oh, sorry, no, this is not where you get a team wipe. This is where they
Three down.
almost get a team wipe, because Venge uses her ultimate on or sighting.
Somebody's on a roll.
And here I
Buildings
troll
are tough as nails for now.
Blatsker a bit, managed to escape from Ursa, but he still gets the tower.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties. Dire's mid tower's nothing now.
Here
Dire's top tower's
Shadow
getting
Shaman
beat
tried
down.
to shackle me, but I managed to use my stun just in time.
The Dire might want to mine their top
And
tower.
now we are it's our turn to defend because they're all spread apart.
Dire's top
we're
tower,
we're
you know the drill.
one tower, one tier 1 tower off on mid, and we are trying to defend tier 2, while anti-mage tries to push their tier 3 on the mid lane.
Regeneration.
Anti-mage
That's
quickly
four in a
gets killed.
Somebody's cooking. 2 down. That's 4 in a row. 3
We
down.
team wipe them and continue with the pushing. I mean, we wait for the next. I mean, I go to the secret shop to get my point booster, and then we go and push the next tower. I mean, the barracks, because
Radiant's mid tower's getting the what for. Radiant's mid racks ain't looking so hot.
we destroyed their tower. But sadly, we focus on the ranged
Radiant's mid
barracks,
racks is taking a
and
licking.
we
Radiant's mid racks.
leave
didn't
their
make it.
I see my gratitude.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business. Radiant's top tower's hurting. 2 down.
yeah, I tried to go down by at least taking one of them with
The
me.
shades restore me to the world.
Radiant's top
But,
tower's taking hits.
I die without killing anyone, and but I managed to get my vitality booster for my blast zone. And then I send courier in base because it had vengeful spirits hyperstone on it. Barely misses his no, I mean Invoker barely misses his Sunstrike, but he manages to get his to survive because Vengeful Spirit uses her ultimate on him.
Invisibility.
The archives hours of time are lost.
Radiant's bottom towers seen better days.
Now we're trying to push the Rex.
There goes the Radiant's mid-ranks.
Yeah, and I go to the their sticky shop to buy my what's it called, mana booster, energy booster,
Going for
and
broke.
finish my blastone.
Dire's top towers gets beat down.
See nature's blasted core.
Dire might want to mine that top tower. Two down.
Of no honor. Reduced.
Dire's top tower. You know the drill.
I get another double kill, but we managed to kill. Crystal Maiden gets blocked in the words.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Somebody's on a roll.
Ignorance take you all. Scour.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Now I try to push the tier 4s, but I realize I have no backup, the creep backup. Then I retreat. I try and wait for my team or rotate to the bottom lane so I could destroy their tier 3 there. Yeah, I started laughing at this point because Shadow Shaman was so afraid of me. I mean, he just used his Q on me, and then yeah, so he used his Q on me, and then he left without even dealing whole bunch of damage. Here Revenge tries to solo the Roche, but she gets sunstriked, and I managed to run, and then after I make sure Orsa was no longer following me, I go back to Roche because I realized he was trying to kill him. But he wasn't there. I mean, he was there, but he was invisible. I die, and
I've sundered this cabal.
anti-mage gets a double kill with his ultimate. But at this point I was like, why didn't the Blastone kill me? Because
Fresh mate.
it should have killed me.
I'll flay you now.
See here, I was reading the
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
thing. Here anti-mage is killed by Ursa, and I go kill him. and then I killed the Roche for myself.
Roche won't be stomping around no more thanks to the Dire.
Go for
The
and
Dire
then
best
we
do
go
something about that bottom tower.
defend the tier 1. I denied.
The Dire
I mean, I
that
managed to
bottom
deny
tower.
it the right time, and then we go for the final push on the tier 4s. We managed to win because of the team fight that occurs in their base. I don't get killed for and I don't lose my ages this match, but it was still a good thing that I stole it from Mersa, because he would have dealt a great amount of damage to our team and we might not have won. I mean, we could have, because they had two towers, the tier 2 and the tier 3 to push before they could have won, but they had Ursa and they got Ursa, Shadow Shaman and Invoker, which are very good pushers, and we decided not to take the chance. So we waited for the right time.
I return.
Here I chase after Ursa so we can kill him. We managed to get a double kill for Venge and go for the final push. I just tanked the Shadow Shaman wards because I had a Blast Zone, and I also had the mechanism which gave me
Radiant's mid
bonus
tower's
armor,
coming apart.
and I used my W for the tower push.
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
They
Radiant's
they
top
fortified
tower's
their
taking
towers,
hits.
but we still get them because that was it. They were all dead.
Radiant's mid tower's getting the 1-4.
And
One last top tower for the
we
Radiant.
try to camp their base for some
So long to the
patch
Radiant's top
hooks,
rags.
but again we decided not to risk
Radiant's
and
mid tower's in
destroy
trouble. Radiant's ancient is under pressure.
ancient. And this is it, guys. My first commentary on DotA in English. Hope you liked it, and that was Phoenix. See you all in the next commentary. Bye.